How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Crypto's falling, which is so interesting after the last few days when it's been so extremely bullish. When we've gotten news about XRP, when the BlackRock CEO Larry Fink comes out and says that Bitcoin could transcend all other currencies. And I did a video earlier today talking about why this seems like some of the most bullish news that we've seen in a very long time. But for some reason, we're falling. Why is this? Well, I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about some news over at Binance, some bad news. So if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button underneath the video, turn on that bell notification so you can know right when I post future videos. And in case you are using Binance, I would suggest getting off there. If you're just holding crypto, you can put it on cold storage. I have links to Trezor underneath the video. And if you're looking to trade, possibly trade on leverage, there's a link to Margex. So crypto is down. I'm just going to come out and say there are a couple different reasons this could be. One, the whole market is falling down, like the traditional market's falling a little bit down throughout the day. Some steam coming out of the sails, or some steam coming out of the engine, some wind coming out of the sails. It could also be just due to some liquidations. I mean, look at this move. This is a quick move down. Same thing here. When we get too bullish, people over leverage, then it's easy to get liquidated. If you're going long, 20x, 30x, 40, 50x long, 100x long, it can cause cascading liquidations, which can cause the price to fall down. Now, one other thing could be due to Binance, some of the FUD coming out of Binance, which we'll talk about here in a second. But overall, I've been saying over the last few days, and actually over the last couple of weeks, as we've been moving up, just be careful. Keep a level head, especially in the last couple of days. I've said that in every video. Keep a level head. Know that over the long term, what we've heard over the last couple of days is extremely bullish, but we're going to see pullbacks. We've barely fallen down. Bitcoin's down $1,500, right? It's down like 3 or 4%. It's okay. We're seeing the whole market fall, not just Bitcoin. Obviously, XRP down 11% in the last 24 hours. That's why you have to be careful about buying pumps, right? Just be careful out there. This is where we have to make sure that we are dialed in for the long term, not just thinking about short-term price fluctuations. And honestly, if you're bullish on crypto, now might be a decent time to dollar cost average. If you were feeling FOMO yesterday, which I know I was, maybe now's a good time to be buying. Could be. But let's take a look at some of this news from Binance. Binance lays off over 1,000 employees. Now, I've been covering Binance and Binance US, some of the sketchy stuff that's happening there, so I won't go into all the old stuff. There's a laundry list of things that have happened recently. But they're reducing workforce. This is coming right after that all-hands-on meeting about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And this basically means that they could be cutting about a third of their workforce. Now, Binance declined to say how many people were let off, but it sounds like they have about 1,000 people that were laid off. So depending on where you're looking, some people are reporting 33% of the business being laid off. Some people say there are 8,000 employees, so it's more like 12%. But overall, I'd say this isn't a good thing. They had the emergency meeting. They had several top executives quit around the same time with weird reasons, like they said their wife said that they were too fat and they need to do more chores around the house. So it's weird to have all these executives quitting around the same time, have 1,000 people laid off as well. They're also seeing mismatches in prices, at least on Binance US. Now that's taken care of because there's no more USD. You can't get USD on the platform or out of the platform, I believe, now either. Maybe that's coming here soon. But their prices were way off. The US Binance is getting sued. They're getting kicked out of multiple countries. They're struggling to keep BNB price up, which employees are paid in, so that could cause a cascade of problems. And now 1,000 people laid off in a bullish market. Typically, you would think that these people would not be laid off, that they would be ready for the next bull run. And Binance has talked about how they are not firing like every other crypto company out there. Every other crypto exchange was firing, and they kept on saying, nope, we're hiring. We're the only crypto company that's still hiring. But now, yeah, when the market's turning around, it's kind of weird that that's the timing. Now, there has been some news on who has been laid off. It sounds like their affiliate management team has been laid off, which is really weird because if they're growing or trying to grow at all, you would think those would be the people that they hold on to. Now, from personal experience, I know other companies did the exact same thing a while back before they went bankrupt. A lot of them did lay off some of their affiliate team first, or all of it, because that's kind of how they retreat in their shell, right? They get rid of the extra employees, ones that are there for growth, basically, and they're just trying to survive. They're just trying to survive, so they don't care about growth at this point. They just want to make sure that they can continue to make it another day down the line. So probably not a good sign. And I'm not saying that I hope Binance has anything wrong with it. I hope that they make it through to the next bull run. I hope that they do extremely well. But it's not looking like there's a lot of good news for them out there. Something else that's kind of interesting too, Binance stopped doing burns based on profit and started doing it based on BSC chain usage, but they claim it was about equivalent to the old burn. So 20% of their profit. And now Binance keeps the profit. So they claim to be making $12 billion a year and expanding, but they laid off 1,000 employees to save $75 million a year. That's based on a $75,000 a year salary. That is quite odd, right? Why would they be laying off these employees unless they really needed to? That's a small portion of their profit. Very small, like 1%, less than 1%, 0.5%, according to what they posted. So yeah, it's not looking good for BNB, for Binance in general. The price isn't going down that much right now. Keep in mind, it's kind of underperformed a lot of other altcoins recently, up 4% in the last week compared to 47% XRP, 13% Cardano, 24% on Solana. But part of that might just be because those cryptos I listed were also thought of as securities too. Now, looking like they won't be. So it's an interesting time in the crypto market. Be careful out there. Like I said, you don't want to dive into the FOMO. You don't want to experience the FOMO and actually give into it. I think now is a time where we continue to keep our plan, whatever we were doing in the bear market and we're planning to do in the bull, we keep that plan ahead of us or in our mind and continue to execute, right? Don't get emotional. We're going to have ups like yesterday. We're going to have slight downs like today. We're going to have worse downs than this. There could still be FUD, which is why I have said several times that I still do have some cash to deploy into the market because I do think we could see pullbacks. And keep in mind too that this could all blow over, right? Sometimes price follows the narrative. Sometimes narrative follows price. And now everyone's just looking at the price thinking, I thought we had all this bullish stuff that was happening. And we're not really sure. A lot of people aren't sure why crypto's falling. But those are just a couple reasons. If you want to see some of the really bullish things that have come out in the last 24 hours, and some of them specifically this morning, actually a lot this morning, that's good for the long term. It's also probably good for the short term too. But right now we're not seeing it. You can check out this link on the end screen to my last video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, check out those links and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.